Hello y'all. Today we've got a case of radar hacking that I'd like to go over. Now radar hacking isn't exactly easy to prove. Radar hacking refers to the ability to track opponents beyond the normal stick arena screen. So that kind of stuff isn't easy to prove. However, there are many incidences in these couple videos that I'm going to show you where a player named First appears to have knowledge of players outside what should be his regular screen, and this happens too many times. So in stick arena wars and 2v2s, usually you can get some off-screen kills a lot of the time. I mean that's very important to your game, to be able to hit enemies that are not in your screen. That means you're predicting them and you're trying to get free hits on them, and that's a good thing. And sometimes people get very lucky, and that decides games sometimes. However, when those off-screen kills become outrageous in frequency, and the accuracy of their sniping becomes too high, that sort of raises a red flag. So let's just look at these videos and see.
Already caught him one time.
Let's see. So I'm going to be trying to mute this. I'm not going to be going to the whole video. I've written down here already a bunch of times that we should look at. So in this video, I wrote down to look at around 30 seconds. So yeah, let's go around here. Okay, so you see, yeah, so this is around 30 seconds. So you see I'm an AK pod. I think it's me and Big Nova versus Meteor or Vase and First or Drake. So Nova and Meteor are up here aiming somewhere, and Drake is somewhere over here. That's all I know at this point. So I'll just go ahead and play. So you're gonna see right there, I get hit from this angle, which means that he's inside the sword pod, right? Hits me again, so he hits me 2 out of 3 shots there, and he hits the first 2 shots. So is that realistic? Well, there's a way to find out. So I have 2 classic windows up here that I don't need the volume. I have 2 classic windows. I'll log onto 2 accounts. Servers are a little slow, it seems. Let's try logging onto it. Ooh, shit. Let's try logging onto another server. Oh, there we go. Never mind. So, yeah. So anyway, so I'll create an XGen game. XGen. And I'll click create, and I can join it. Let me collect some creds first, and I'll just join the game. So let's just try to simulate that situation. Okay, so let's see. I think Drake had an AK, so I'll go and grab an AK. So from the angle that you saw, oh wait, shit, he had a Glock, my bad. So from the angle of his Glock shot, you could see that he was probably inside this pod. I don't find it likely that he was out here because he's unprotected out here. He'd want to be out in here. So I'm going to go down here and grab the AK. And so I was here shooting up at Meteor because I thought Meteor I wasn't really sure what to do. I probably should have come up and tried to put pressure, and Nova and I could double Meteor. However, that would leave Nova at risk from Drake down here. Nah, I think I still should have doubled Meteor. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm kind of shooting at trying to defend myself just in case someone tries to come here and shoot me, and then I kind of start here and then I go here, And in the video, I don't really go past this gray line, right? So you can see here, there's no way that he can see me if I don't pass the gray line. In fact, for him to see me from this angle, I would need to be all the way here. Wait. I would need to be here. Then he might... Ooh, shit. See, then only when I'm over here, which is way past the gray line, will I be able to see him. And so... yeah, and so that's how he shot me. He shot me off screen like that. And when I kept moving, he was able to shoot me again. And he was able to track me, sort of, until I kind of knew, oh, I better get out of here. And then I started to do this shit. I started to corner back at him. Let me put this over here. This over here. So, yeah, you guys can see how that happened. So, I mean, I guess you could be lucky. And you have to remember that the sound is also on. So, if you hear someone firing AK from here, like this, then it would be a good idea to maybe take a guess, because this area, because if I'm standing here I would just be unprotected and I must be somewhere here, so shooting here might be a good idea. However, the fact that he was able to 2 out of 2 me right from the start and know I was down here as opposed to like up here, or try shoot, or just like he wasn't even shooting before that. The very first shot that he shot, he seemed to have knew where I was. If not, it was a remarkable, pretty lucky guess. But again, it's just one case, so that's not really enough to say that, oh, he's radar hacking. So let's just go back to the lobby, and let's just look at another time that I have stamped down here. So we're going to skip to about minute and 30. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. I think I should have... I think it was right here. Okay, so let's watch this battle with some context. So I'm in here cornering. Nova comes down, and I believe Drake is somewhere there. Oh, Meteor is over there. I try to get him, but he's not there. And then boom, right there, he shoots me. So that's kind of weird. So what does that mean? How does that look like? I'm sorry, what does that look like? So okay, so I'm going to grab the AK. So I'm right around here when I get shot, and I'm going to grab the Glock. So from that angle, I would think that Drake is somewhere over here. Right? Somewhere over here. Even if he was here, for instance, he still can't see me. Right? He still cannot see me. And I have the AK firing at him, so there's no way that he can actually see my bullets, just a general vicinity kind of thing. So I shoot at Meteor right here, and then as soon as Meteor leaves, I sort of come back around, and then he shoots me right here, 1 out of 1, and then he somehow, not only does he shoot me once like this, oh, I can't even, what, there we go, that's the shot. Not only does he shoot me like that, but once I get inside the corner, he stops shooting. Usually when you're trying to fish out for the opponent, you don't immediately stop shooting after you hit them. You try to hit them some more because, you know, you're getting off-screen hits. Maybe you'll get some more. So he just hits me once, and then somehow he just stops shooting. Like he somehow, does he know that I entered the pod or something? That's pretty intense guesswork right there. You'd have to be thinking very hard to. But then even at that, why would you stop shooting? That there's a possibility I don't know what's going on, and I try to go up here or something, and then you can shoot me again. So that's also kind of a red flag moment right there. It is possible that Meteor, these guys are also on Skype, so it is possible that once he knew that Meteor was coming around again, Meteor probably told him, "Oh, I'm going back." And then since and then Drake maybe could have reasoned that, well, since he's going back, I have no reason to be here, so I'm going to be coming back around and into the pod, or at least like coming back to try to counter. And yes, maybe it will be a good idea to take a shot, and it's a good place to take a shot because I should be coming around up to counter meteor. But then why did he only shoot once and then just not shoot again? That's kind of weird in my opinion. And I mean, you'd have to be thinking very hard to think about all the things that I just said. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's certainly some pretty high level of thinking and guesswork that you would need to employ in order to to pull off what he did. So let's get out of the game again. Let's go to the next moment, which I think should be coming right up actually. The next moment is, so let's just keep playing, right? So I keep shooting at him and Nova is down here, and okay, so let's see what we do. Let's see what happens. Okay, so first he shoots at me, right? So which is probably normal, right? Because I was inside the corner and then I left it. So let's start making the game, because this has a continuation play, sort of. There's more to it than what I just showed, but yeah. Let me get the Glock. This is probably gonna be a really long video, but I think it's worth it to go out and try to break down and reason through this. Alright, so I'm going to grab the AK again. Actually, we should switch. Can you see that? Alright, so I'm here. Okay, so I'm somewhere here, which definitely you can see if you're like somewhere here, right? If you're somewhere here, then yes, you'll see me. And I come out. So yeah, it would be a good idea to perhaps assume that since I came out, it might be a good idea to try to, get that shot. Although I can't seem to be able to get that shot. Okay, there's that shot. It's very specific, and he's relying on the fact that I seem to be coming out here rather than like going up or something like that. So, but it would be a good play anyway. I'll consider this a good play. So he shoots me first, right? But then see, do you see that? See that? Once he stops shooting at me, usually if you're focused on me, you try to maybe try to keep shooting at me, but that's it. But somehow he knows Nova is all the way over here. Now for Nova's case, let's see, Nova had a... Yeah, so Nova was somewhere around here. Now, if Nova is coming from here, there's no way that, or at least in this screen right here, Drake would be able to know that Nova was coming through, right? So because he wasn't actually able to see me go up or anything, that should have been just guesswork. However, Nova comes in and suddenly he tries to get a shot at Nova, and you can clearly see that if you're coming from here, you have to be all the way here to get seen by someone in this position. But instead, Nova is just here, and Nova just barely dodges getting shot by that corner, which was pretty damn good shot, and kind of a red flag shot as well. So that's pretty weird. Let's go to the next time that I have in mind. Okay, let's see, what do I got? So yeah, so I think what ends up happening this round is I get killed by Meteor. It's a close game, but I think at the end I'm able to kill Meteor in bat, and then that's a tie game. So we managed to get a tie out of that. So let's go to the next game. Well, this game was pretty intense. I think this game was a tie. Yeah, I didn't really notice anything from this game. that was a pretty intense game all the way through. And this game was just a I think we just pretty much stayed double base the whole game. I mean double RG, sorry. And then Nova left, and then I killed Meteor, and then I made them postpone the game after that. So that was that. So let's go on to the next video. Alright, so I'm gonna mute the vid as usual. Let's see. So the first game, I don't know. The first game we basically stayed double base again. I mean double RG. I managed to get 3 hits on Drake by just shooting down like that, but it didn't really amount to anything. So we'll just go on to the next game. Next game, let's just start watching it. Let's see. Okay, so we all spawned at BG, and then I got the Glock, and then let's see, I think Sneezes, I told Sneezes to grab the BG, and so here we are. So right now, oh, and then if you hear the sound, get it. Good. That voice is me talking in the video, by the way. Oh shit, he could be he could be any. I was on Skype with Sneezes. So I heard an AK grab sometime before. Let me see if I can hear the AK grab. Gee. Get it. Okay, so you hear that. So around there, I hear an AK grab. So right now Drake is all the way down by AK. Good. Oh shit, he could be he could be anywhere. Just okay. I don't know why I said bat or anywhere, but chill. I get pretty frantic during wars. Anyway, now watch this. Yo, just whatever, right? So you saw that, right? And let's just run. Just run. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa! Hold on a second. We need to replay that so hard. What happened there? What the fuck was that? So that was what? A 6 out of 6 AK snipes in 3 shots here, 3 shots there. So, I mean, just think about that for a second. Have you ever seen a player, pro players? I think you'd be very hard pressed to find a player that can do that. Put in the 3 snipes here, which is possible, I guess, but then when I go up here, just get totally destroyed just going to the right. I mean, what if I was going up? I mean, he seemed to know that I was going to the right, and he just kind of shot it naturally as I went to the right. Granted, I was shooting with particles at him, and if you have particles on, you can tell where I'm shooting, and that's where I am. But still, I mean, that kind of sniping ability is just very, very rare and strange indeed. So let's just see how plausible this all is. So let's go back to around 5:30. Okay. So right now I'm here. Right now Drake is clearly not in this area yet. Right? He just grabbed the AK. So chances are Drake is like somewhere down here, right? There's no way that he can like get all the way here or something. So it's gonna be very important. That will be very important in a little bit. So so right there, he shoots me when I'm right here. So let's go into ONC and figure out. Fuck off, Raspy. Figure out how plausible that is. So I'm going to make another game. So the guy in the left, red, I will grab the Glock, and I will stand right around here. Okay, I'll stand there, and then with Mousy, I will go and grab the AK, and I will. So let's think about it, right? If you're here, you just grabbed AK. You probably know that your enemies are somewhere in pods. So right off the bat, it wouldn't even be safe to go here. Because what if I'm sword, right? It's very possible that right, wait, let me stay over here. Okay. It's very possible that instead of being a dumbass and like trying to cover bat and for some batshit reason, I was actually being smart and and staying here, right? I mean, that's very possible. That's a very common opening in 2v2 competitive war type situations, that I start here, I want to be looking at this area down here underneath Nova, right? And in fact, that's what I should have done. Wow, I must have been really stupid and frantic during that war. There's lots to improve on my 2v2 game, but that's besides the point again. So anyway, I could have been here. So right off the bat, like if I were Drake, I would think about that. Just barging into here when someone just grabbed BG and the other guy could be anywhere in pods is just very, very bold and dangerous. It could be the death of, because what if I'm here, right, and then Nova was like somewhere up here, then if he just comes in here, then we just double him and the game's all over for them, right? So I mean, the fact that he would just barge into this area so easily is kind of bewildering to me. So I go up here, right, and then I come down here, and when I'm around here, I get sniped. Now, do you see me here? Not at all. In fact, you don't see me until you come all the way, right, all the way up here. Now, he definitely was not here, right? Because in the video, I couldn't see him, right? All I could see was, the tip of his AK like that, right? You can look at the video again. Wait. Right, if you look at the video, I'm coming down from here. Well, hold on a sec. Maybe it's different if I come down. So, if I come down, it came down to about here. So I should be able to see everything from here to here. And for him to see me, I see a name first before he sees me. See that? Because I have the advantage. When you come down like this, you usually should have some kind of advantage in scope, I think. Anyway, but that's what this screen is showing us here. So anyway, so he's down here, right? And there's no way he could have actually seen me if he was truly all the way down here. Even if I need to be all the way down here, right? And remember, I have an assassin on, so this red stuff would actually be gone, right? So, I mean, granted, it could be possible that he was able to react very fast, but I mean, how far did I go down anyway? I got shot. I did go down far, but I did get shot right here, right? So I get shot right here, sort of. And you could just see the tip of my red spinner. So if you're Drake, you'd have to, I mean, unless he somehow came up here and then got some kind of vantage point like that, it's very, I find it hard pressed to see that he would be able to snipe me 3 out of 3 like from this kind of position. That is less questionable though. But when I go here, right, you play the video, I actually go up, right? And now, oh my god. That is very hard to do in any kind of competitive sense. To get a feel for it, to shoot someone. So let's think about this, right? So, wow, the game's almost about to end. But yeah, he'd have to be shooting like this, like, because I kept moving to the right. Somehow he knew that I was moving. I was just like trying to move to the right to get away from his bullets. That might be reasonable, but I mean, what if I could have easily tried to come up here, and if I come up here, I'd actually meet Meteor. I'd be shooting him. So it's kind of mind-boggling. Like, how do you know I was gonna shoot right? Like, what if I just went up? Then I would have only gotten shot once because he would have kept shooting to the right. So like, he made the choice So like say that he didn't have radar hacks, then he would have had to make the decision, the choice that I wasn't trying to go up into the hall, instead I was trying to move to the right to get away from his bullets, you know? So I mean, it's just very questionable and kind of a red flag, especially the fact that he was able to hit me right from the first shot and hit me 3 times in a row perfectly. That is, for any competitive player, that is a tall task to ask of them, to snipe with that kind of accuracy and proficiency. I mean, so Drake is either really, really good, or he's got those radar hacks that I was talking about. I mean, again, this is nothing 100% for sure. He's hacking for sure, but it's just very hard to pull these kinds of stunts over and over again. I mean, how many incidents have we gone through? At least 3, 4, 5 in just a few games. Usually you get these kinds of off-screen epic kills only once in a very long time. To be consistently playing like this I mean, you need to either have some really smart stick sense, or he's just a plain out hacker. So let's keep going. So let's just keep going. And I think because of that first kill, we pretty much started 1 full kill behind. It was pretty much impossible to come back from that. Even though we did get a small lead, it was temporary, and things eventually just broke down. As you can see, I can't even, like, oh god. Yeah, so when they go to bad, it's really hard to rush that, even if you're only down 1, and that was pretty much the game. We lost by 3. So let's go to the next game. Yeah, the moment's right about here. So right about here, I think I need to turn on the sound for this. So right about here, just listen. Okay, did you hear that? I'll replay it again. So you hear that? So right before, so he grabs the AK, and then suddenly I get shot, and I get shot again. So how realistic is that? So I'm going to grab the AK. No, I'm not going to. Actually, I need Red to grab the AK first. Too bad we can't grab it at the same time. So I'll be here, right? I'm all the way over here. Yeah, I'm all the way in the middle of this pod, and I'm over here waiting, trying to see what Drake is gonna do. Well, this is gonna take a while. But the idea is that as soon as he grabs it, oh, there it is. So as soon as he grabs it, right? Just listen to the replay again. Oh fuck! That was too late. So here he grabs, I get shot. So that means he grabbed it on this side, right? He grabbed it, and the first thing he did when he grabbed it was he shot right this way, shot me twice before I could go down. That is extreme amount of precision. I mean, usually when you grab AK, you don't. I mean, do you really think to shoot like that and shoot accurately? I mean, they could be anywhere. I mean, I could be base. I could be up here. I could be here. I could be in this corner. I could be in a lot of places. Granted, this position was not exactly the best advised. I mean, I was hoping that Drake would like maybe come up somewhere, or like come around and try to hit me or something like that. And but I could have been in so many places. But he knows he needs to grab, and then he grabs, and then as soon as he grabs, he somehow knows that as soon as he grabs, he must come out here and shoot me. It's his your number 1 priority before I come down. I mean, to grab and then bang bang. That is, man, that is just very hard to believe. So more of this happens, and then let's see. And this sequence right here is very sketchy. So I managed to snipe someone twice, and then I put 2 in someone, right? And then watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Do you see that? So that sequence is very questionable in my opinion. So I'll grab the Glock just for. I'll grab the Glock. And wait, shit. I think I'm supposed to have the AK. No, I'll take the Glock, and then Red can take the AK. So Drake was just here evidently because I think I shot him twice, and then he came around, which is not ill-advised because I think Meteor was base and probably told him, hey, he's AK pod, and probably told him I was here because they are on Skype. So it would make sense for him to go around and try to shoot me, and to shoot me here. That is pretty reasonable. So, but the way he does it is very odd. So I come here, right, and then yeah, so he gets 2 shots, right, and then I come down. Notice how he still can't see me. He can't see me until here, right? So let's just look at the video again. Right, so if you're here, the only thing you can see is up to here, right? So I'd have to be all the way here for him to see me. So I shoot at him, right? And as notice how this is very complicated, but we're tied, dude. Notice how he stops shooting once I get here, right? But then he starts to get another shot in, as soon as I reach here. And I don't know, that's kind of odd. That's kind of an odd shot pattern because see like if I'm going up like this, and the fact that he stops shooting means that he sort of acknowledges that that I am not able to be shot, which could be reasonable because he could have known that maybe I have dipped from that position. I'd have had to have dipped, otherwise I get killed, right? He stops shooting, but then he starts shooting again before I have a chance to get on screen, which you can see by this replay. I'm over here, right? We're tied, dude. I'm right here. So, see? I'm right around here. And can he see me? No. But he still tries to shoot at me again, tries to get another shot out of this corner. So that's kind of a red flag in my opinion. Like, he stopped shooting and then he tried to shoot again. And then I come to the corner and then the thing goes on. So it's just the way he shoots. Like, he shoots 2 out of 3, hits me twice. He stops shooting because he knows that I've dipped. But then while he shoot again as I come to the corner, right? I come to the corner to a place where he can't even see me yet, but he still tries to shoot at me. All of this stuff is just kind of questionable in my opinion. And finally, there's one more time I have listed down here. Oh yes, now this kind of broke it for me. So let's just give this some context. So I'll play a little bit. So I've grabbed the bat, right? I'm running, right? I grabbed the shotgun because I need a weapon. Let's see. So see, I know that's Drake. That's Drake. So what I try to do here is, instead of going down, because I know he's gonna come out and try to shoot me, but if Drake's over here, he shouldn't actually know exactly where I am, right? So let's go to the classic screens and simulate this. Well, the round's about to be over, but if you grab the Glock and you come up this hallway like he did, see, you can only see up to here. You really cannot see anything in this hallway that's over here, right? So he shouldn't know exactly where I am. So I was banking on that fact, and this is what I do. Wait, so this round ends. So this is what I do, right? I try to go up here in hopes that, you know, since he can't see me, he would have assumed that I maybe dipped down here or am hiding in this hall, and so he should just stay there, and maybe he would assume that I'm trying to run from him, so because I'm dead, so I'm going down. What if I'm going down here? I'm running towards mid, etc., and then it's a chase. So I tried thinking that I tried to stay here and see if Drake actually comes through around to this point, so I could shoot him with a shotgun, maybe surprise him, get a shot in, maybe come back into my corner, shoot him again. Who knows? But that happens. Just replay that. See, he shouldn't know I'm here, yet somehow he's aware that I have hidden away from him. Remember, even if you're at that hall, you can't actually see the other hall, right? So let me go back here. So if you're coming from here, you can't actually see what's going on in the hall, right? So I'm going, whoops. So I'm going to grab the shotgun, and I'm going to be all the way like over here somewhere. Now if you are coming from here, okay, he can see the tip of my shotgun, but if I have my shotgun out like that, he can't see me. Boom. Yet somehow he knows that I am up here, so he's aware that I'm up here somewhere, and so he tries to shoot. He misses once, and then he tries to shoot me again, and then he hits me. Well, so I guess that pretty much does it in terms of evidence. I will admit that not everything about this video is perfect, alright? I mean, my 2v2 skills aren't exactly the best. Looking through the replays, I realized that there are many things I need to work on, ways that I can be smarter, better ways of positioning myself, things of that nature. And yeah, I'll take that kind of criticism any day of the week, as long as it's constructive. But looking at it from purely Drake's point of view, I mean, I just want you guys to think about what is possible as a stickman. I mean, technically you can't really say that he's hacking in the sense that everything that he's done is physically possible for a stickman to do. Like, this is different from like aimbotting or cheat engine, like speeding up the character. It's different from that because all Drake's doing is giving himself bigger vision. So technically the stuff that he's doing is stuff that a regular stickman can do, if he's using the hacks. However, you gotta realize that there is some kind of reasoning behind sniping, and I mean, it's not just the reasoning that goes with sniping, but also you have to get a little lucky. You have to be consistently good at reasoning and have some luck. And to be consistently as lucky as Drake was in this video, as evidenced by the number of times that he was able to get me on that first shot, really kind of a red flag in my opinion. Again, I'm not the gold standard of stick arena players, and maybe there's something I don't know about sniping. Maybe there are ways that legit players can maximize their sniping abilities, but I really think that you would be hard pressed to find anyone who can snipe with the accuracy and the frequency that Drake was able to snipe in this video. But if you disagree with me, I am certainly willing to listen to your arguments, etc. in the comment section below. That's what it's there for. So anyway, I guess that will be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to my next upload. How about that? See you all.